Hello, everyone, and this is KOCT. My name is Lex Martinez with my co host,
Sammy Smith.
and
Sebastian Fondots.
here to talk about some opinions and personal insight on Thanksgiving. So, Sammy, do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
I do. Usually I'm either with my dad or my mom, and then we go to an aunt's house or something, and then everybody brings dishes, and it's like a bunch of fun just hanging out with everybody.
Sounds like fun. What about you, Seb?
I usually go down to my grandma's house, and everyone just brings dishes. We celebrate, and then we all go home.
All right. So, I want to ask you guys like one general question. What are you most thankful for in the past year?
In the past year, I'm just really grateful for everybody being able to keep their jobs in my family so that we have food and money and our house, and I'm really thankful for that.
What about you, Seb?
I'd say like the stuff I've been given this year and the ability to have a roof over my head and all that good stuff.
That's great. That's great. So, my next question is like, what's a time when someone showed you a gratitude of kindness, like just out in public, stranger, or just a friend?
When somebody showed me kindness, recently it was Halloween, and somebody complimented my costume, and it was really nice. Like, it made me feel really good about myself, and I had a really good night.
That's really nice. What about you, Seth?
Recently I've been getting into drumming, and then my grandpa who plays guitar got me a practice pad so I can play at home.
Okay,
That's
that
great.
sounds really nice. For my next question, I'd like to go over to the origins of Thanksgiving. What do you guys know about Thanksgiving? Where it originated from? What happened back in the 1600s?
I actually don't remember much. This was kind of like elementary school. I feel like it isn't talked enough. I feel like we should be taught more in depth about Thanksgiving so that everybody knows, like, that it wasn't all good,
Right.
and we should like acknowledge the fact that colonizers came over and like treated the Indians poorly.
Okay. What about you, Seb?
All I know was like the pilgrims. That's really it.
Yeah. What do you know about it?
Well, one thing that I learned was that they came on the Mayflower, as we've known, and it was like it was a significant event. It was a lot of information being spread as they like tried to um trade items. They tried to like be helpful in ways, but not as helpful to others, as helpful to themselves for them to benefit. What do you know about the Mayflower, Sam?
Well, my grandma's told me that like my ancestors have came over from the Mayflower, so I do have that connection. But besides that, it was mainly just like colonists coming over and, finding new areas, quote unquote.
All right. What about you, Seb? Do you know anything?
All I know is it was a big boat and people came out on it.
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows a little bit, but not enough. I do think that it's not talked about. So the first Thanksgiving was in 1621. That was a long time ago. Currently, there are lots of traditions, just family gatherings for Friendsgiving, as people join to have a meal. What do you usually have for Thanksgiving?
Ooh, it really varies year to year. Like everybody kind of has their special dish though. Like my grandma brings a killer enchilada, and my mom helps out with that. Like it's a whole day process kind of. Like everybody brings one meal, and it kind of can switch up depending on what we feel like, but everybody just brings something, and it's like a full course thing going on. Yeah.
Sounds nice. Sounds nice. What about you, Seb?
For me, it's like an assortment of dishes. Usually, my dad makes green bean casserole, and my mom and I make like a sweet potato casserole, which was like a dessert.
Sounds pretty good. There are lots of different foods that are being spread around. The main course usually a turkey. Would you say that it's appropriate to have a turkey on your meal, whether you eat it or not? Just as a spirit, to have the turkey as a centerpiece.
Um, I'd say it's okay to have. Me personally, I don't like ham, so I always am like begging my grandma. I'm like, can we please get turkey this year? She usually buys ham. But yeah, it's really just a choice.
Right.
I'd say you should have it like nonetheless because in my family there's 2 vegetarians, so they don't eat it. But besides that, my entire family has it. So we have it for tradition and for like the family.
Okay. Okay. After eating the big course, there's some side pieces like cranberry sauce and casseroles, like you said. What would you end your Thanksgiving on? What's a good dessert that you think that people should share or that you would bring yourself to the Thanksgiving dinner?
I always love making brownies. This year I want to try to make a brookie or like a pizookie. Have you ever been to like BJ's and gotten a pizookie? They're really good. Besides that, I think something different because there's a lot of things that are kind of just generic, and I feel like creativity really adds something to talk about during Thanksgiving. Like that could be a whole topic that you talk about with your family. Yeah.
I'd say the sweet potato casserole that my mom and I make.
It's a nice way to end it off. My next question would be a little bit more in depth. Do you believe in true heart that Thanksgiving is slowly dying out as the holidays are all clumped together near the ending of the year and we are just losing our traditions as people don't really want to celebrate or spend time outside for, let's say, Halloween and then pushing over through Thanksgiving to rush into Christmas?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely in like a sales perspective. Literally the day of Halloween, Target gets rid of all their Halloween stuff and they move immediately to Christmas. And that just like completely wowed me. I'm like, so this is what we're doing now. Like we're just moving from like tradition to tradition, just removing everything that it stands for. And it's really watering down what could be something that means a lot to people. And I just think that it's kind of sad because the kids of the new generation aren't going to have that special moments with their family. They're just going to buy things that are pre-made or, popular.
What about you, Seb?
I agree with Sammy, 100%.
I'd say that we need a lot of more recognition for our tradition. We'll be right back with EC WildCast.